Justine and her family now live in the suburb of Windhoek. 9 years ago, when they bought their house, they wouldn't have thought that it was one of the wisest decisions they would ever make.
9 years ago, I bought this house to the value of 250,000. But now, as this house is standing right now here, it's above $1 million. That makes it very difficult for people to afford.
However, that nearly 5-fold increase in the house price is no longer news in Windhoek. In the last 5 years, the average house price in the capital has doubled. During the same period, the average income has only registered a 26% growth. That means even with a decent job, many here can't afford to buy their own houses.
It's very challenging because the market sector is being driven by a more private sector than public sector. And as a middle class income, it's very difficult because the house in Namibia, the price is very high.
Initially designed for a population of 150,000, Windhoek is now home to nearly 400,000 people. The demand for houses is high, but supply is limited, especially for the mid-level house market, pushing the prices to go up further. It's a seller's market. In the face-off for a house, many first-time buyers often find themselves outbid by those better prepared.
You will find a house, then you go look for it with your agent. Later on, that agent perhaps sells the same house to another friend or to an expensive price. Before this one, I tried maybe like 5 houses before I got my luck.
The government has put housing in its National Development Program. In Vision 2030, the blueprint for the country's future, access to housing is a priority.
The government visions is clear, especially through the Ministry of Local Government, that they want each and every, because housing is a basic need of each and every person, you understand, and they want each and every person to have shelter.
In that spirit, the government rolled out a mass housing scheme last year. It intends to build nearly 10,000 low-income houses in the first 2 years of its implementation. That might help to ease the shortage in supply, but still it's a far cry from the huge gap.
I watch TV.
Justine and her family are overjoyed that 9 years ago they made the right decision. But for many here, owning their houses still remains a remote dream. Sunlan, CCTV, Windhoek, Namibia.